Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Saint-Amour.
And I'm Dr. George Rogu from RBK Pediatrics and Urgent Care. And we'll go ahead.
I'm sorry, and we are here making this video for you in anticipation of your 3-year-old well visit with RBK Pediatrics. We're looking forward to seeing you, talking all about your 3-year-old, and we're just going to discuss some stuff now that might be helpful. So, what to expect? It's been another 6 months since the last time we saw you. Things are spacing out a lot here, so we do have a lot to catch up on. Any concerns that you have, any questions that you have, anything about the kiddos that you need help with, that's what we're here for. So don't hesitate to bring up any of these things with us when you're here. The growth curves, still the most important thing that we look at these visits, making sure your kiddos are growing, gaining weight the way we expect them to. We review your child's development. We'll do a nice full physical exam. And then we talk about any potential vaccines and lab work. So we start with the catching up and giving some anticipatory guidance for the 3-year-olds. What kind of things do you like to talk about at this age, Dr. Rogu?
At this age, like even the 2-year-olds, safety and nutrition are big because the 3-year-olds tend to get into a lot of rambunctious trouble. You should try to childproof the home as best as possible. Put electrical plugs to prevent the children from sticking forks and things into the outlets, secure the furniture so the children don't jump on the TV and pull it down on top of them. Swimming is important, especially in the summertime. We live in Long Island. There's a lot of pools and a lot of beaches. Children tend to be very brave and they'll just go out and, unfortunately, sometimes they can have an accident and drown. There's less and less of that happening, but it still happens once or twice. Basic safety rules like crossing the street, not touching something that's hot. And they should always in the car stay in their booster seats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the age where we start putting really good habits into the kiddos, like everything you just mentioned there.
Mm-hmm.
The other good habits that we like to put in place is the nutrition stuff too. As they're getting a little bit older, this is the age where they start to get a little bit pickier and they start to be a little more assertive with the things that they like and the things that they don't like. It's always important to remember, though, that a 3-year-old doesn't understand why mommy wants them to eat their vegetables or drink their milk. So it's important that we just act and provide for them what we want them to eat. Any blowback, any pickiness, or anything like that, we're not going to force the kids to eat anything. They don't have to eat anything they don't want. But we don't have to go make them something they do like just because they don't like what you made them there. So the foods that we do like to give the kiddos, lots of fruits and vegetables, the whole grains and the whole wheat are much healthier for the kiddos than the processed sugars like the white breads and stuff like that. And we like lean proteins, stuff without a lot of fat in it for the kiddos. They don't really need their calories from that. And they don't really need their calories from the sugary stuff either. So kids don't need juice or soda or anything like that. The only thing kids need to drink is milk and water. By far the best sources of hydration for the kiddos.
Yeah, Scott, I made a mistake in my former statement. It is a car seat that the child has to be in. Since this is a live presentation, sometimes you goof. So remember, It's a car seat that you should be in, not a booster seat.
And all car seats and stuff are different nowadays too. So the official advice from the American Academy of Pediatrics, if you have any questions about your booster seat, look through the specific brochure that came with yours for the correct information. Just back to the nutrition one more time. We like family meals at this age for the kiddos. Family meals are great because it helps get the kids talking. It helps get the kids thinking. It's very positive family bonding time with the kiddos. We're big fans of family meal times here. We also discourage keeping the TV on during the meal times. We want everybody talking. We want the family spending time together. Good sleep habits are very important for the kids. A kiddo getting a good amount of sleep at night changes their behavior during the day. What kind of advice do you like to give the kids, the parents at this age for sleep?
Sleep, the children should have 8 to 12 hours of sleep per night. And consistency is very, very important with children. Always put them to bed at the same time. They should wake up at the same time. If they're going out, they're coming to bed really late and they're waking up really early or waking up really late. It just messes up the whole sleep cycle. So get them to bed on time, wake them up on time.
Again, it's all about keeping good habits here. Another good habit that we like to get the kids doing is brushing their teeth. And at this age, this is something that they can do on their own, supervised. We recommend a nice safe kids toothpaste for the kiddos. We recommend regular dental checkups every 6 months to a year at this age. Insurance will generally cover it every 6 months. And like Dr. Rogu was talking about before, we discourage the use of the sippy cups and the bottles in bed, on the couch, watching TV. The milk leaking into the teeth like that tends to increase their risk for cavities and dental rot and stuff like that. And so we like to limit the milk and that kind of stuff to just the meal times. So social development for the kiddos. What kind of advice do you like to give them for this?
They're 3 years old, so they are starting to develop their own independence. So you should try to get them to help themselves to dress and have them do simple chores around the house. You should try to teach them to share and take turns, and have them play, like play with a ball or a toy. This way it develops some imaginative play and it helps stimulate creativity. And have them identify and express any emotions that they may have. Happy, sad, it's good.
That's right. We can actually teach the kids very young to be very open about their emotions with mommy and daddy and let them know what's going on. And it's all about just making them feel comfortable doing it by asking them.
Correct.
Screen time. Again, we like to limit the screen time to the kids. Just 2 hours a day or less of interactive screen time. We want mommy and daddy and big brother and big sister and grandma and grandpa sitting with them with the screen, pointing out the colors and the objects and the reading and the letters and the numbers. We want them learning something. We want it to be educational. What we don't want to do is just give the kiddos the tablet and have them keep themselves occupied. They don't learn anything from that. They don't gain anything from that. It doesn't help their development at all. Promoting physical activities, taking them to the park every day, letting them run around and burn off those calories. 3-year-olds love that. Vaccines. What do we do with vaccines at this age, Dr. Rogu?
Well, hopefully, most of the children in our practice are pretty much up to date on their vaccines. Depending on when you come in for your checkup, if it's the fall, we would give you the seasonal flu shot, which this year it starts around August. And there's no real scheduled blood work. Sometimes we may do a CBC just to check for anemia, because sometimes when there's, the children are becoming picky with their diet, they could become a little bit anemic. Or if they drink too much milk, they become anemic. So, but it's just in a finger prick in the office. It's not set, there's no set blood work to send to the laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that is what to expect for your 3-year-old visit with us. And now things space out even more. So we're not going to get a chance to see you again for a well visit for another whole year until your kiddos are 4 years old. Remember, we are always around 24/7. Call us for anything you need. Come to us for anything you need. We'll help you. Thank you.